Yo, what up, Starman? We're here with some AMW01-02-03, some Arms Micron Weapon series. I've never opened one of these before, so we're gonna get right into this. I'm joined by... What's your name?
Krin.
Oh, well, hi, Krin.
Hi, Vangelis.
Would you like a Starman?
Yes.
Oh, here you go.
Thank you.
No problem.
He's so nice.
Yay.
Yay.
So, I'm gonna knife these open. I'm gonna do these one at a time. This is, Arms Micron Gabu. Let's cut this open. Intern Krin.
Yes.
Do we have any questions from the chat?
Chat, are there any questions? They're all saying, hello, you two.
Oh, you know what? I didn't need to knife this open. There was an easy open sealed part on the back. Oh, well.
Let's see. Ooh, Zombie says, Krin, have you watched Rider Wizard Common yet? Nope.
I think that he's in on the joke.
What color pants is V wearing? Dark gray.
Thank you.
Do. These are getting the big sword guys, right?
Yes.
Yes.
These are getting the big sword guys.
Here's a good question. Vangelis, where did you purchase these from? I had a hell of a time finding them for Japanese retail and ultimately was unable.
These were a birthday gift, but I believe they were purchased from TF Source.
Do I get college credit for amateur YouTube toy video production 101?
You?
Yes, because I'm your intern.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Woohoo! Which is bigger, this or Drift's sword?
I don't know yet. I'm going to assume this, because it's three little dudes. Oh, by the way, Demo Versailles wishes he was here, because this thing turns into a crab.
Demo Versailles, where are you? Maybe I will tweet him.
Yeah, you should tell him I'm building a crab robot.
I will.
Because I'm building it first, and by the time he gets the tweet and comes here, I'm going to be, like, well into the non-crab robots. And then we can totally disappoint him.
Aww.
Demo Versailles was in a couple of the recent V-builds to go up as part of the Portland Family series.
Yes. Mumps, we see you.
Oh, we got some mumps in this his?
Alright, Sprucey Boy says, the jewel on the third one should be round, not hexagonal, FYI.
Ooh.
Blitzwinger says, Vangelis, who is your favorite Kamen Rider and Transformers character?
I really like Kamen Rider Double. I think he serves a lot of great purposes, both in his series and in the crossover moments in later movies.
Who's your favorite Transformer? Is it Omega Supreme?
Yes.
Woohoo! Zimman2 says, tell Demo Versailles he sounds like Mike Dodd and it weirded me out. You can tell him that yourself. He's at Demo Versailles on Twitter.
Yeah, spam him.
Woo.
Spam him and tell him I sent you. He seems to like the idea of knowing where his followers come from.
Are these kits similar in quality to the Bandai Candy toys?
I think so. The plastic is definitely better than Kabaya. It feels sturdy and robust. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say yeah.
Who is the most obscure Transformer character you know?
Omega Supreme.
Omega Supreme. I hope someday I'm at a garage sale and I see one and I go, oh my god, and I get it for you.
I don't know what garage sale you're going to be at where you see an Omega Supreme.
It'd be a magical garage sale. Vangelis, favorite Forze character? Mine was Ryusai.
Ryusai.
Master Dong says, who is this person asking questions for you?
Oh, I didn't mean Ryusei was my favorite Forza character, but let's just pretend he was.
Okay.
Who is this person asking questions for me?
Your intern. My name is Krin.
Intern Krin.
Mom says, I loved these kits. The stickers sucked, though.
No one ever likes stickers.
Stickers. Hello. Is Supreme with you in TO?
Yes.
He's in Toronto?
Yep.
Where?
I keep him in a special place.
That's why I haven't seen him yet?
Yeah.
Do you still have the Nutter Butter secret code gave you?
I ate a few of them, but yes, I still have some of them. I went into a Nutter Butter shock, because I suddenly had more than I've ever had in a given year. So I have a lot of Nutter Butters.
Says, don't eat all of them. It'll literally kill you.
I haven't.
If a question is answered, is it still a question?
You know what? I don't know, because... I mean, I guess it depends on your perception of time, really. Are we currently living in the present, or are we living in the aggregate form of all time? That's really, I think, the bigger question.
I think it's still a question. It just happens to have been answered.
Oh, look at you.
If I gave you a metric ton of Nutter Butters, would you do my bidding? Rider strike.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm not some kind of cheap Nutter Butter whore.
You can't buy him off.
That said, I do like Nutter Butters a lot.
Alright, here we go. Which cancelled Transformers toy do you really wish Hasbro/Takara actually made?
Ooh, probably one of the animated ones. The animated, what was his name? Striker Megatron? Whatever, you know the one, the Super Megatron homage. That one and the Power Master Optimus Prime, I really wish existed.
Is the Origami SH Figuarts worth a pickup?
Origami Cyclone? If he's on sale, then I'd say, if he's on sale and you like the show, then yeah. For retail, maybe hold off. He's okay. I mean, the Tiger and Bunny Figuarts are all fine, but if you want to be thrift about stuff, he's got a lot of weird little accessories, and some of them don't all entirely work, I think, the way that they'd like to work. But I'm still kind of messing with them. I've only really posed them to appear in the background of videos.
So if it was a metric ton of toys and or Coke Zero, would you do their bidding?
What is up with this do their bidding thing? This is getting kind of creepy.
Ooh, here's a good one. Vangelis and Krin, favorite kind of pizza? I like buffalo chicken pizza. It's a specialty pizza around here. It's very good.
Ah. I had a specialty pizza I always had put together when I did orders for pizza back when I used to order in pizza. For years, starting in high school. It was garlic, ground beef, and green pepper, sometimes with bacon.
Hey Evangelist, why did you have a problem with breakdown stickers?
Because they're dicks.
Has Senpai noticed you?
Senpai? I am the senpai now.
Ah. I don't know what that is.
It's Norwegian.
It doesn't sound Norwegian.
Well, yeah, it's pretty obscure Norwegian.
I know a little Norwegian that's not Norwegian. You can't trick me!
This is old Norwegian. Old with an E on the end.
Nah. Pizza versus poutine. What wins?
Pizza.
Yeah, pizza does.
Pizza's just too convenient.
In Italy, they have something called pizza americana, and that's pizza with french fries on it.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. You can have them both.
By the way, a little stress mark already in here just from connecting this piece. Oh no, worst set ever. That's fine. I like poutine a lot, but pizza is infinitely more convenient to carry around, because poutine, you always need a fork, and you always need a bowl. Pizza, you can literally just carry a slice of pizza around with nothing else, and not come off as a complete slob.
Alright, CY now says he wants a Kamen Rider figure art, but has no attachment to Kamen Rider. Really loves a lot of the designs. Which would you suggest?
I would suggest Kamen Rider Gills or Ultimate Kuga. Those two are fantastic, and they're really striking designs, and they look cool even if you don't think Kamen Rider is cool. Krin?
Yes?
I should show you those fig arts sometime.
Oh, they're talking about pizza.
Oh.
Let's see. Somebody asked a question. Ooh, Master Dong says, do you think Meteor Storm looks as stupid as I do?
There's a lot of parts of Meteor Storm I want to like, but he does look pretty dumb.
If you were to reintroduce America to Kamen Rider, which series would you dub first?
Probably Kabuto. I mean, it's a pretty series. Although, if I could get a lot of live action stuff shot for it, I might do double, because it's got. If we could use the movie footage, there's such well shot fight sequence material, and then you could easily, using the movies, make some nice soft continuity in bringing over O's and then Forza.
Pick one. Haru, Jabi, or Rekka?
Haru, Jabi, or Rekka? Jabi. Always Jabi. Jabi forever.
Double is W, right?
Yep.
Steak argument comes before pizza argument, right, Vangelis?
Yes, steak argument comes first.
Vangelis, what did you think of Kamen Rider Dragon Knight?
I liked it. A lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it. It had a lot of problems, but I think that they did a pretty good job given what they were working with, and they did some really cool things in the production, like bringing in the original suit actors for all of those characters when they needed to do new suit footage for the sake of body continuity.
I notice you tend to like the things people don't.
Not always. A lot of things people don't like that I don't like.
Let's see. On what criteria are these questions being asked? Also, do you like butts?
The criteria is that of are you or are you not a butt? And what was the other question?
Do you like butts?
Sometimes.
Vangelis, what did you think about Superlink?
Who asked that question?
See why now.
No.
See why now. He does not like Superlink.
I never said that. I just said no. Because I know that CY now knows at this point that's a verboten question.
Megabatimus says that you love Superlink.
Nope.
Blitzwinger asks, Vangelis, is there going to be evangelations on Transformers FOC?
Evangelations on Fall of Cybertron? I mean, like in the talk bits during Evangelations?
Perhaps it'll be your, what do you call it, like, overarching theme for the episode?
I mean, like the thing I talk about?
Yeah? I don't know.
I kind of talked about it already, somewhere.
Oh, Baltan asks, oh, hey, Vangelis, what team won the faction feud?
Yeah, that's a funny guy, that Baltan. He's a real joker.
Hey, I wasn't there. Who won?
You're funny. You're all jokers.
Oh, I have to tell you that I love Superlink.
Why do you have to tell me that?
I hate Kamen Rider and I love Superlink.
I told you to say that.
A combination of people and my own brain.
Oh. I didn't know you hate me that much.
I love you.
Except that you also hate
almost as much as I love Superlink.
Oh.
Almost. And that's saying a lot because I don't know what Superlink is.
You don't want to know what Superlink is.
Is it super linky?
It's super dinky. Oh.
Oh, Zimman says he thought he means Vadiosonic.
Oh.
All right, that's different from Vangelations.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, Vangelations is the Cape Radio program I do.
Radio thing.
Probably not a Vadiosonic. It's probably going to be a WTF at TFW about it, if not two. Because that's more on topic there. Vadiosonic would be about other video games. Like if I ever once I play through Mass Effect Leviathan, I want to get together with some folks who do a Vadiosonic on that and the extended cut ending for Mass Effect 3. And I'm hoping that I get into some other games enough to want to do Vadiosonics about them. Like I'm really hoping that I really enjoy The Last of Us. That looks like a really fantastic game.
Are you going to dip into the old Figuarts releases?
I don't need to. I already bought them when they came out. That's why I stopped pre-ordering them. Or unless you mean review them, in which case, yeah.
Have you seen Out of the Past yet?
Yeah, you and me watched that earlier. That was the new Prime episode.
Oh, yes, we have seen it. Do you play WFC?
I played War for Cybertron back when it was new.
I have been asked, how in the know am I about Transformers and Kamen Rider since you love those two things? I don't know anything about Kamen Rider except what little I've seen of it. I do not want to see any more.
So I'm gonna show you some more.
But Transformers, I have watched and enjoyed Beast Wars and Beast Machines and most of Animated, and I really am enjoying Prime.
I want to watch Animated Season 3 with you. Because it gets much better than the opening episodes.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
It gets much better than the opening episodes.
We'll have to watch maybe just a few of the key earlier season ones, just so I can remember.
To refresh, yeah. But no, like I can tell you that Sari is actually not in much of Season 3, despite how much she features in the opening. Tell me why you stopped watching Animated Season 3.
I stopped watching Animated because when Sari turned into a teenage robot, I thought, ew, yuck, I do not like this kind of trope. so I did not watch it anymore. Alright, Rider Strike says, speaking about Vandalations, any idea what is going to become of it with the passing of City of Heroes?
There's lots of talk in Cape Radio management about what we're all going to do. I'm going to stick with them, whatever they do, at least at the first. And that's all I really got, because it's not actually my bag what the Cape's going to do. That's up to the guys who pay for the bandwidth and whatnot. So I can tell you that the Cape Radio staff and community wants to stick together come hell or high water. And we're just not sure how yet.
Do you think you'll ever do a collaboration with anyone on Tigwatig?
Yeah. I don't know, probably.
Beast Machines was the first thing I ever saw of Transformers. And I really, really liked the CGI. I liked the really dark tone and voice acting. And from there, I looked into Transformers a little bit and found Beast Wars. And was able to watch it once YouTube came out. And I had access to YouTube. So don't be hating on Beast Machines too much.
Or you can go back to 1999 and just hate on it hardcore like everyone did back in 1999.
Truck, not monkey. I find those series a lot more interesting than any of the other ones in that they have no humans. And I'm not always a huge fan of humans. I'm much, much more interested in the science and the ideas and the metal biology and the robots than humans.
That's why you're going to like Animated Season 3.
So I'm going to like Animated Season 3.
It's so much about the robots. I mean, the humans are in it, but it's so much about the robots. Animated Season 3 has an episode where Fanzone, the police captain, ends up on Cybertron, and it's pretty fantastic.
Got a lot of questions going on. Alright, what's the oldest Toku series you've seen in its entirety, and would you recommend it?
The oldest one I've seen in its entirety was Kuga. And if you're already into Toku, I'd recommend it. Kuga had one of the lowest budgets, because Time Ranger was happening, and Kamen Rider was potentially going to be nullified as a franchise, because it just wasn't working. And so Kuga got given a lot of creative freedom, but also almost no money. So, in terms of visuals, it's not very good, but in terms of style and direction, I think it's fantastic.
What do you think of the Michael Bay trilogy?
I enjoyed them when I watched them. They were fun. They were fun movies to watch. They were fun movies to dissect. They were fun movies to make fun of afterwards, and the people who kept talking about them for months after they came out were also fun to make fun of eventually. I think they also brought a lot of good stuff to the fandom in terms of just sheer budget. They let the designers get a lot more risk money to release things like just the hardcore fan-oriented toys. And, you know, as films, they're pretty tiresome if you watch them more than once. Random Factor actually came up with a great analogy to them, which is they're basically a representation of just like jock America in our day and age, in many different ways. And he has some really interesting thoughts on them. But I didn't hate them. I had fun watching them.
I was also asking that question. I saw the first one and I was like, I would like this a whole lot better if it didn't have humans in it. I saw the second one and I thought the same thing, and I never saw the third one. Alright. And Vangelis, what is the last game you finished prior to Fall of Cybertron?
I think it was Saints Row the Third. I started Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, but I haven't finished it yet. I got to finish that because I actually already own Revelations. So.
Have you read Chaos Theory yet? And have you been able to show Krin any of the IDW comics?
I just read Chaos Theory, and I haven't shown Krin the IDW comics yet, but I'm almost able to. I'm missing some of the original ones in trade form. I might go and binge on those sometime, so I have them all in trades, and then I will totally just, like, give a whack of them to Krin, and I'll tell her some stuff she should know before she goes in.
I like comics. I'll read them.
Yeah, the IDW series is really interesting. It has major ups and downs, and if you know that going in, I think it's really good.
Ooh, someone asked me, what colors are Bumblebee's bleeps in TF Prime?
Ooh, I'm curious about that.
I gotta remember how he talks. They're more...
I'm helpful.
Yes, you are. They're not neon at all. A lot of sounds are neon, like bright neon colors. These are not. Like, maybe like a grayish red. A lot of times I'll see more shapes than colors. Like, it's harder to describe a color than a shape. But I actually really like Bumblebee's voice. I like that they did that. And then after a while, I know this has been said on the Primetime podcast, but after a while you can kind of imagine what he's saying. You can kind of put it in there. So I just kind of like to take those little sound shapes and put a meaning to them. Let's see. Krin, the fact that you dislike humans also the reason why you don't like Kamen Rider. Yes, that's exactly why. Do you think you would ever do a Let's Play? Does Krin enjoy gaming? I am a terrible gamer, but I enjoy watching other people play.
No, there's one game you like playing.
Oh yeah, the only game that I'm really, really good at playing is Streets of Rage 2. I play it with my best friend on her original Sega Genesis. It's really fun. Yes, I have synesthesia. A girl that likes comics. I had the Deadpool comic subscription until they killed it, and they started sending me some kind of X-Men thing, and I was just like,
Did someone actually pull There's Girls Who Likes Comics?
I also have, here's an old one, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, I Feel Sick. Those are the works of Jonan Vasquez, who did Invader Zim later. I have some Roman Dirge stuff. I really do like comics. I like comics a lot.
You should check, one of the two main staff members of ComicVine.com is a girl. Like, girls into comics that's old hat now. What we gotta do is we gotta get more girls into Kamen Rider.
I have read Isaac Asimov.
I have.
He did iRobot, right? I read the original iRobot. They were interesting because you can tell they were written way before anything like a real robot was really around. I just can't recall if I've read anything else by him. I've read some of the classic sci-fi. I tend to like the newer stuff better. My favorite genre is like cyberpunk, and my favorite sci-fi book is Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson. Is there a Let's Play in your future?
What, me?
Yes.
Oh. I thought they were asking you. Crap. Maybe. I don't have the equipment to actually, like, capture footage properly. So I don't know.
Blackstone Dresden asked me, my girlfriend's wondering what color Movie B's voice is. I thought his voice was radio sounds.
It is.
And then he has like an English accent at the end.
Yeah, that's at the end of the first movie he has an English accent.
Oh gosh, that was like whatever year that movie came out was the last time I saw it. So I don't remember.
You said you wanted to watch them again sometime.
Yeah, because I really didn't like them, but if I watch them with you, maybe we can pause it and you can help me like figure out what is going on.
Yeah, I mean that's really the main thing you need with those movies is someone who knows what all the robots actually are supposed to be. You just get a non-angry Transformers fan to watch one of the live-action movies with you, and they make 1,000,000 times more sense.
Yay! Now, okay, way before I met Vangelis at all, I did get the 20th anniversary movie edition from Hot Topic of the original Transformers movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've always liked robots. And I saw that and I was like, man, I should really watch this. I missed the entire G1 cartoon because I was told as a girl I wasn't allowed to watch it. But I did get the movie and I watched it and I had no idea what was going on because I couldn't tell the characters apart. So, I like Prime because you can tell them apart. So yes, I would like to watch that one with you as well.
Oh, that one would be easy to watch. I'll be weird during that one.
You'll be weird.
Because I know everything about that movie. like in a really, like, unpleasant to watch it sometimes kind of way. Like, whenever they play the original 86 Transformers movie at a convention, I don't actually watch it because I can't enjoy it very much anymore. I know too much about it and I've seen it too many times.
Let's see. People are asking me questions. Hey, Vangelis, do you want to see Prime Shockwave again?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants to see Shockwave. Wait. Oh, he was the one with the eyeball that got blown out.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, spoilers.
Oh. I try to tell them.
Wait, he what? Let's see. Skyhop says, Prime has a great visual style. It's like animated design sense with Bay movie realistic texture, yet cartoony colors, not dirty grit.
Tell them what you told me about movie Starscream today when we saw the picture of his face.
I
think that brought about a point where you were like, one of the problems you had with the movies is they literally all look the same to you.
I don't remember. Movie Starscream.
You know, the gray face with the weird bucktooth looking thing sticking out.
Did I say he looked like a rat?
Yeah.
He looked weird. That's all I remember. Evangelist, who do you think the new Autobot is?
I don't know. I got some theories based on Japanese toy solicitations, but I feel like that's cheating. So for now, I'm going to feign ignorance.
Oh, here's a long one. Evangelist, do you feel like Prime in general has its best/amazing episodes in the first few and the last few of the season, but the mid-episodes often feel a little like they drag on and lose purpose?
Kind of yes and kind of no. A lot of the middle episodes definitely don't contribute to the overall meat of the season, but I'm also a fan of very episodic entertainment, like just like kind of day in the life stuff or things just kind of happening. So actually I don't mind them that much, but they are definitely, if you're looking for like every episode to have some semblance of meaning to the overarching plot, Prime does have a problem with that.
Which series has the best character designs?
I don't know. I like a lot of designs. It's hard to answer that question.
Let's see. I like the designs where I can tell them apart. The ones that are more biologically influenced. Those are my favorite ones.
Ooh. I totally had put this leg on backwards, and it was really hard to unclip it from this thing.
No. Says so Beast Wars. How about your favorite art style of all the series?
I really liked animated, and like that's ignoring some of the easy biases I could have about it. Like, it was a very strong art style. Animated and Prime both had very, very strong
chins.
Well, they had very, very strong. Just like you could tell what the characters were just by their silhouettes. I found, or at least you could guess who they were with a decent chance of being right, just by their silhouettes. Oddly enough, once you actually got to know the movie designs, a lot of them had very distinct silhouettes. It's just that it was hard to know those silhouettes if all you saw were the movies, because a majority of their silhouette coverage would be in the ancillary material like the comic books or the toys or the video games.
And that's kind of tricky if you're trying to get a wider audience.
It was a problem with the movies in general, is that if you never read the comics or anything like that came out alongside them, it was nearly impossible to tell sometimes why some characters acted the way they did. There were very important plot points that were, unfortunately, for lack of a better term, I feel lost, because they were only in some prequel comic books that no average moviegoer would actually read. That was a problem I had with Star Wars Episode 3, where they introduced General Grievous, who looks like a badass, but inexplicably has this like whooping cough and hobbles around like an old man, and I had no idea why that was happening when all the promo images made him look like this awesome robot dude, and I found out I had to have watched a cartoon to actually understand why that was all happening. And that's cool and all, it's a great cartoon, but it kind of annoyed me, because I was like, I don't want to have to go to such lengths just to understand why a character's doing something.
Are you going to review these guys in full later on?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Faux show.
Evangelist, are you and the Henshin Justice Crew going to do a Kamen Rider Forza series review, and what was your overall opinion of it?
I believe Keith really wants to do an End of Forza, Start of Wizard podcast. I enjoyed Forza a lot. I know that there was a lot of argument and contention over that show, but you know, I have a certain perspective on Kamen Rider. I think that Forza served a lot of good purposes. In terms of the larger semi-unified universe, I think he's a great character to go alongside Oz and Double. Like, he fills in another niche that the other two guys, you know, play off of really well. I think the Forza show itself was incredibly fun. I often had a really good time watching it, even though its overarching plot moved pretty slowly. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of the people who didn't like it had totally valid reasons not to be enjoying it, but I thought it was really fun, and I can also see the perspective I heard, which is that it was also a show Japan really needed after the tragedies they went through earlier that year, and I was like, I can't deny that Forza was a really feel-good show. But I also just enjoyed it. Having Koichi Sakamoto directing so many episodes of it, plus like all of the movies, really went far for me.
Chicken says Forze was designed to cheer up a nation after a catastrophe.
Yeah, and he's a cheery guy. And I've seen the quote, and it's true. Gentaro, Kamen Rider Forze, as a character, is kind of flat, and he doesn't really change at all. If like maybe very minorly throughout the show, but I don't think that he needed to change for his role to be effective. Kind of like how in Blade, Kenzaki as a character is actually pretty flat. He's more of a catalyst. It's one of those shows where it's like the main character is more of the catalyst by which the rest of the cast meet and interact, and in terms of themselves grow and change. At least some of them do, and so that's why I didn't mind him very much. I never really. I always felt like the sheer amount of dislike Forze got on some ends was a little bit surprising. It's hard to explain why, though, without coming off as though I'm saying people are wrong for disliking it, because they're not. Like I said, plenty of good reasons to end up not liking that show, but I really enjoyed it.
Do you have the character microns yet?
I just have the first capsule wave ones of Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. That's about it so far. I want to get Bulkhead Knuckle.
The Zodiarts were awesome. What was your favorite Zodiart?
I really like Libra. Libra's design was fantastic.
Favorite secondary rider?
Garen, easily.
Something about interpretations you prefer / hate over others. Personally, I really liked animated BB, Blitzwing, and Lugnut over others. Something about character interpretations. Do you have any certain ones you prefer or hate over others?
Oh, like in Transformers. I love animated Blitzwing. I think that was a great idea for that character. He had like the spinning face, and would like change his personality as his face span around. Yeah, I like that iteration quite a bit. I also really liked Armada Starscream. I think that he was one of the most interesting Starscreams, who unfortunately was trapped in a somewhat subpar production for the show he was in.
When the first edition Viacons get released to retail, are you going to get more?
I've got well enough. Unless they have a slightly different paint app layout, I'm probably going to end up letting other people get a hold of this rather than me.
Will there be another TF book club?
Probably. I'm caught up on the books now. Just gotta figure out how we want to cover it. But we're going to prioritize prime time, because that's what's on the air right now, and it's what we're really interested in talking about. And we don't want to. We can only do so many podcasts every week before it starts really impugning on our personal time or our time for other projects. And in my case, especially, I don't have time to do 3 weekly podcasts.
So watch out for the jewel. Watch out for the jewel.
Don't worry, I'm watching out.
How are you finding FOC Shockwave?
I like FOC Shockwave a lot, but oddly enough, I ended up liking Jazz quite a bit more. Not to say I dislike FOC Shockwave, but going into Jazz, feeling how everyone was like, Jazz is easily probably going to be the worst of the first wave, and I felt that way too. I actually ended up really liking Jazz.
Do you know if any of the SH Figuarts Zodiarts, except for Scorpion, going to be released as a general release?
So far, it looks like Scorpion is the only one who is going to be a general release.
CY Now says, I love Armada Starscream. He is on my main shelf, kind of love.
Aww. Armada Starscream was really cool. He's in a really poorly put together show, but that show had great story concepts.
Do you like werewolves?
I do.
Who's your favorite werewolf?
I don't really have a favorite werewolf so much as I just like the concept. I once invented, before it was cool to do this, I invented the idea of a character who was this low tier vampire from a family who were not very powerful, and the way that this vampire would become a force in the vampire hierarchy is that they would pump themselves full of lycanthrope blood and become like a werewolf vampire. Then I found out the whole internet did that already, and I was like, you guys stole my idea and made it suck.
Aw. What do you think of Energon Starscream?
Cool toy, fantastic concept that was completely ruined in how the show did not pick up on even the most simple and straightforward story threads for that character.
Black Hawk Omega says, Hey Vangelist, how awesome is my username?
That's pretty badass, son.
Let's see. Somebody says, but the fact that he's going to become Sideswipe still boggles my mind.
Oh, yeah, Jazz. Yeah, it's, I'm really looking forward to that Sideswipe toy now.
Who do you think the new Autobot next week will be? We didn't watch the what do you call the trailer. I didn't want to know. It's a secret.
I already knew there was a new Autobot coming, but I've avoided all imagery on who it may be. Because I already heard about some of it, so I kind of know who it's going to be now. I wish I didn't. Because I know about the ancillary information that would tell me who it is. And, yeah.
Don't say anything. What do you think of the mind wipes in Superlink, Vangelis?
They sucked. Who said that?
Megabatimus.
Yeah. Predictable.
Predictable. Is this the second one? Or?
This is the third one.
Ah, we're on the third one.
I've already got 2 made here.
Yay! Did you see the Wolfman remake?
I didn't. I want to see it. Everyone has told me it sucked. It probably sucks. But it has such a good cast that I want to see it anyway.
Did you ever get on the Pokemon/Digimon craze?
Nope. I had Pokemon Blue, and that was it. I named all my Pokemon after the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and it was a broken-ass team of like Mewtwo's and legendary birds, and I felt like I was done with the game after that.
I never got into any of that. I had a Tamagotchi, and it got annoying.
Pokemons could fight. You'd make your Pokemons fight other Pokemons. And in my version of Pokemon, they killed each other.
Cyan Thief says, so what is this figure that you're building?
This is the Arms Micron set of 3 little dudes who turn into the Dark Matter Caliber.
So many things. Someone just, Slayer Shoop says, hey Vangelis, Breakdown's bumper sticker.
Yeah, that sucked. Hey, guess who doesn't have that bumper sticker? The repaint Swerve. I'm so happy.
Favorite remold?
That's a good question. There's a couple I've really liked, but now I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'd have to, like, hear a bunch. I really like, actually, the current, like, it just came out, the GDO Wheelie out of Jazz. Like, that's some intelligent remolding.
New Marvel Legends, yay or nay?
They look okay, but I'm not collecting them. I'm not into them enough, unless they do characters I like.
Did you know about the Pokemon Black Hack cartridge?
Nope.
If there ever was a Kamina articulated figure, cloth cape or plastic cape?
Cloth. I know there are reasons why cloth wouldn't work, but I'd hope that a company who's doing Kamina would know how to do a cloth cape properly, because plastic capes bum me out, because they're stuck in a pose, or they're just kind of like barely flexible. It's why, even though I like the Masters of the Universe Classics toys that have capes, they bum me out, because I think their capes just don't do enough.
Favorite Prime toys so far?
I mean, Breakdown's really good, but he's not a proper US release Prime toy, so that's also kind of cheating. The Viacon. The Viacon is fantastic. The Prid Viacon.
What do you think about the increased price point for Transformers?
It's a shame, but we all knew it was coming. Years ago, we were tipped off at BotCon that due to the rising cost of oil, Transformers would eventually become more expensive, or would become smaller, or some mixture of both. But because the Transformers development cycle is like 2 years, it would be a while before we actually see the results of that. And it's been a couple years, and we're now seeing the results of it. It's just that's just the economy right now.
That's economics. Have you watched Bakugan yet?
Nope, I don't intend to, because my version of Bakugan is better.
Which version of Unicron has the best design?
I really like the idea of how the Prime Unicron works. Like being made of rock, because he's basically the core of, spoilers, he's the core of a planet, so he's able to just manifest himself out of the essence of that planet's physical form. I think it's really cool.
What do you think of AM Unicron's alt mode? It's a mountain with a face.
It's hilarious. I want one.
What is your version of Bakugan about?
Basically, my version of Bakugan is that computers across the world have been shut down because there are all these stupid little things that have magnets in them. And as kids buy them, they do haul videos of their purchases, and they slap these giant magnets down right on top of their laptops. And then that leads to basically the global collapse of the economy, the internet, everything. And only the Bakugan Masters have survived. And now they fight to see who will be the last one standing.
Why is Optimus wearing AM like a cape?
That's a good question.
And the answer is, it's supposed to be armor.
Is it?
Because he can.
Yeah.
Why did the US version of Masterpiece Rodimus suck?
I actually thought it ended up a little bit better. It had some mold fixes, I think, that I thought really helped out the toy. It didn't have the trailer because that was an expensive-ass trailer. I have no idea how they're managing to sell MP10 with the trailer for $100. Like, that is completely insane to me. That must be leftover movie money or something.
Megabatimus wants to see your version of Bakugan now.
Once the Kickstarter gets going, I'll let you guys know.
Yes, the Kickstarter. We'll start it up tomorrow. Alright, Prime or Megatron, who wears Unicron better?
Oddly enough, I think Prime does. I want to imagine that's not like we'll use the Arms Micron Prime, right? So let's pretend that's not actually Prime. That's just an invading movieverse Prime. And he's actually killed a Dark God, and he's wearing the Dark God's body as, like, armor. And it totally works.
I know you're not really into Gundam, but what do you think about Gundam Age?
What little I know of it sounded neat, but I actually don't really know much at all about it.
Pia is back.
Why?
Why?
Hey, hear me, Pia? Why? Why are you back? Why are you darkening my doorstep?
People are saying hello to him and take my money.
Of course you're saying hello to him.
Also, Ichabod is here. He's been here for a while.
Oh, Ichabod. Sorry, I hope I haven't been ignoring it. I'm a bad boyfriend.
Hey, wait a second. Who is your favorite subgroup for Kamen Rider?
I like Overtime myself because I like what they do with their artistic interpretations for the sake of translation and whatnot. If you don't like Overtime, I don't hate you for not liking Overtime. That is completely fine. That is your choice. The fact that people still argue about that, I find mind-bogglingly... I was going to say stupid, but actually I find it kind of funny. So, whatever.
What do you think of the Shapeways kit for FE Starscream?
If it's the one I looked at with the missiles and stuff, it looks pretty cool. I just, I don't know if I would have the time to make it look good. Put the effort into making it look good. But I mean, it totally looks like a well done piece of kit.
What would you like for the next Masterpiece?
I would really, really like a Masterpiece Galvatron.
What kind of model snips are those? Asks Pia.
Those are nippers.
Nippers?
Yes. What's so funny?
Nothing. Pia says, I am using toenail clippers.
That's totally valid. I've heard of a lot of people using toenail clippers. But nippers, they look more professional. They look more elite.
Pia says, but I want that kind. Where do I buy them?
Oh. Any modeling shop should have them. I know Games Workshop sell them at a somewhat overpriced price, but they sell them. Yeah, really any modeling store that deals in models that sounded stupid. Should have them. By the way, this is actually a weapon mode, as far as I know.
Ooh. How do you feel about... Oh, my computer just fell asleep. How do you feel about Masterpiece Soundwave?
He looks gorgeous. I really want one.
How much were your clipper nippers?
I got them years ago. I can't really remember anymore.
Dope.
Sorry.
$9.99.
There you go. They're not that expensive. If they're expensive, then the place that's selling them is trying to rip you off, most probably.
Dope. Let's see. Hey, what is that green thing on your desk?
What is that green thing on my desk?
It is Wildvine from Ben 10.
Oh, who's that?
He's one of the original? He's one of the, quote, G1, end quote, Ben 10 aliens that Ben could turn into.
G1er.
G1er. That's me. Let's see. Which character had the best reimagining?
In what?
I don't know. It was not specified. Brickinator. Desk? Don't you mean laundry basket?
What are you talking about?
No, it's a clipboard on top of a laundry basket.
What laundry basket, Krin? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Well, this thing is so cash.
Cash money?
Yeah.
So, they all connect together?
Yeah, into a big-ass sword.
Into a big-ass sword. Will you and the WTF crew dance Gundam style at whatever con you're at next?
I don't know if I can convince anyone else to do it, but if they will get me some dancing girls and a cape and a smoke machine and some good shades and a full-on professional setup, then maybe.
You need all of those things?
Yep.
Well, maybe they can put something together. Alright. Let's see the end product.
I'm chilling a reel here.
Ooh. Looks pretty detailed from the back as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's my view. Dun, 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 dun. Gundam style.
Look at the size of that whopper.
CY now says, these Microns should be in the TF Hall of Fame, right, Vangelis?
They should be.
But will they be?
Well, Wheeljack's already in, so they're going to let anybody in, aren't they? Whoa!
Oh. Give the sword to Breakdown.
I don't have Breakdown here right now, unfortunately.
Aw.
It's just all getting in each other's way.
Easem says, Wheeljack is awesome and you know it.
He's an awesome cheater, that's for sure.
Adjusting angles. Adjusting.
Adjusting. Okay. I'll put him here.
Give Wildvine the sword. I think Wildvine is smaller than the sword.
Let me adjust this webcam so I can properly see him.
Ooh.
There he is. So yeah, that's the Arms Micron Dark Matter Caliber. I think this thing's really cool. Definitely work on a full review of this when I can. Totally gonna chop some fools. Let's see if I can give it to your little Wildvine man.
He's gonna fall down. You're gonna kill him. Oh man. He's making up for something, being a plant.
This is for my people!
See why now? You've murdered him! No!
Well, that's the Arms Micron Weapon Series Dark Matter Caliber. Thanks for checking that out, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more V-Building, live or non-live, at some point. This is for the YouTube version, by the way. We're going to hang out a little bit after this, because I got to clean stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Krin.
Thank you.
Being the intern on the chat.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And thank you all for checking this out. We'll catch you later on. What's the Ben 10 call for transforming and stuff? Benshin!
I think he says something. Oh, hero time.
I like Benshin more.
He says hero time and then he smacks the Omnitrix.
Ow.
Smack it. And then he turns into a cool alien. Woo!